I personally do have a favorite, and I used it on my bathroom, just the one I showed you with the granite. Just loved it. It was my favorite floor to do by far. The downfall to it is a little bit more pricey than the others, but when I can take a knife or a pair of scissors and cut my subfloor, I don't know, it puts a smile to my face. When I work with those other ones, all the cutting and safety gear and all that stuff, when you can take something as simple as a pair of scissors and cut your subfloor, you'll find it's a way easier way to go. So with this, obviously once again you take it, cut it to the size of your room, whatever that may be, and with this, your next piece, when you lay it down, you just butt it up against. You don't have to do anything else. Whereas with the backer board, and I didn't explain this, sometimes, depending on the manufacturer, you have to buy a mesh tape and put it over top. So that's something else to remember. It just all depends on the manufacturer. Some of them say you should, some of them say you don't need to. So just something to keep in mind. So with this, you just take the next piece of the DITRA, the Schluter DITRA, and you butt it up against the other one. And that's it. No taping, nothing worried about that. And now, the reason for the weird shapes is that what happens is when you lay this in the mortar, these weird shapes kind of act as a buffer. I don't know how to explain it, but if any shifting goes, the whole thing kind of moves together. So nothing will crack in the middle, the whole floor will shift. And now obviously it can't move that much, but that's the extreme version of it. And the reason they came up with this is they took what the old guys did way, way, way back when they built those big cathedrals with the marble floors, and you go, hundreds of years later, and you go there, and everything's still perfect, and you're wondering, how in the world did they do this? Basically what they do is they took a bed of stone, put it down, took a bed of sand, put it over top of it, and then took a bed of concrete and put it on there. So what it did was it allowed the whole floor to move. Because of the sand and the stone underneath, the whole floor could move together. All they've done is taken that idea, simplified it greatly, and made this. There are other versions of it. I find the Schluter DITRA to work best and to be the most cost-effective, and that's why I stick with them. I've got a lot of good products, so I just kind of use more of their stuff than anybody else. So with this, you take it, once you've got it cut, and you're ready to lay it down, you take your 1/4 inch V-notch trowel, so it's 1/4 inch, and put down, first of all you put down modified or fortified thin set mortar. So it depends on which make brand you get, but this one's called fortified or modified. And once you've mixed it, and we'll show you how to do that, mix it, you lay the better mortar down, just like you're laying regular tiles down. Take your Schluter DITRA and basically just put it down, just like that. So just start on one end and work your way down. It's not, it's not going to go all wavy on you or anything like that. Once you have this down, take your trowel, either your trowel that you have already and use the flat side, or take that long one like I showed you, and just rub it all around it. And what you're doing is you're attaching the DITRA onto your floor. So basically the mortar acts as a glue, and just kind of push it off to the edges, so if there are any bubbles, you're pushing them away. There probably isn't, there shouldn't be, but that's just something habit I got into. So just push it around, and then there you go. Do the whole floor like that. So take your next piece, butt it up if you don't have it down yet, and just do it that way. I always like to do it in sections. So I'll do a whole section, I'll lay my mortar down, put the piece down, leveled out, move back, do the next piece. I find that just works better, easier, and then you don't get ahead of yourself or anything like that, because you don't want to be swimming in mud or anything like that. So just an easy way to do it. And once you're done with that, you're ready to lay tile. Another big benefit to the Schluter, the DITRA, is just lay right away, the same as the backer board. And besides that, that's all there is to subfloors.